What tactics arise from controlling c6? Have you ever wondered how controlling a single square can change the dynamics of a chess game? Today, we will look at the tactics that arise from controlling the c6 square. This square is often a key position for minor pieces, especially knights and bishops. When a player manages to control c6, they open up a world of tactical opportunities. First, let's talk about establishing a strong outpost for a knight or bishop. When you place a knight or bishop on c6, it can threaten important squares like d8, e7, or b8. This can disrupt your opponent's coordination. If black cannot challenge your piece with pawns, it becomes a stable and advanced position. Next, controlling c6 can weaken your opponent's pawn structure. For example, if you control c6, black may need to push their pawns to b6 or d6 to contest the square. This can create holes or weak squares elsewhere on the board, like b6 or d6. These weaknesses can become targets for your pieces to attack. Another tactic involves facilitating pawn breaks and open files. When you control c6, it often supports pawn breaks like d4 to d5 or b4 to b5. This can lead to open files for your rooks and diagonals for your bishops. By preparing these breaks, you can challenge your opponent's center and create opportunities for your pieces. Controlling c6 also restricts your opponent's piece mobility. If you control this square, it can limit black's ability to develop their pieces effectively. For instance, their knight may struggle to occupy or pass through c6. This can lead to a cramped position for black, giving you tactical opportunities to take advantage of their limited options. Moreover, c6 can serve as a gateway to target weak squares and pawns. If you control c6, it allows you to attack weak points like b7 or d7. If black's b7 pawn is weak, your control of c6 enables you to threaten it with pieces on c6 or b5. This can lead to winning material or forcing your opponent to make concessions. Finally, even though c6 is on the queen side, controlling it can support attacks on the king side or center. By tying down black's pieces to defense duties, you can launch attacks elsewhere with less resistance. In practical play, controlling c6 is part of a broader strategy of controlling key squares and exploiting weaknesses in your opponent's position. It requires careful coordination of your pieces and timing of pawn breaks. Always ensure that your control of c6 leads to concrete advantages, such as better piece activity or tactical threats. So, controlling c6 enables tactics like creating strong outposts for minor pieces, forcing pawn weaknesses, preparing pawn breaks, restricting opponent mobility, targeting weak squares, and supporting broader attacks. Understanding these tactics can significantly improve your chess game.